Hi, welcome to Neppy Invest. In this video of my series in looking at the October 2020 Appendix 4C announcements that have been coming out is focusing on a company called Ecofibre. So Ecofibre is focused on producing or giving us some hemp products. So they have a variety of hemp products open for us consumers to buy. And it's not a company I've been closely following, but based off the market reaction to this announcement, I thought I would do a video on it. The market wasn't too kind. So this is their operating cash flow part of the Appendix 4C. So I'm going to look at two parts. So the first part is the operating cash flow. So receipts from customers, 7.1 million, and they were cash flow negative in operations to the tune of 5.4 million. Now I think the main reason maybe the market was negative here, or the first reason was we did see that negative number there in operations. And that's the first time in, I think it was 5 or 6 quarters where they were cash flow negative in operations. They've been as high as about $4 million positive in the past. Now, investing cash flow, they do have some high numbers here. So they did acquire businesses, and they had to pay 13.7 million for that. And property, plant and equipment, which is capital expenditure, they spent 11.9 million on that. Whether that sort of number is persistent or consistent with this company, I'm not sure, but it's a lot of money for capital expenditure in 1 quarter. So that means they burned in investing activities tune of 25.6 million, which when you add it to also the operational cash flow negativity, that's almost $30 million of cash they burned through this quarter. So this is just looking at the receipts history, and I've also added here the operational cash flow. So if you've been following my videos, you know I like to see an uptrend in cash receipts. We've definitely saw that in the first few quarters. Cash receipts went up from 9.3 million to 13.6 million, and the corresponding operating cash flow went from negative to positive 3.9. I do remember looking at this back then and went, that's quite promising. Probably the only negative thing about the company back then was a fairly high market cap. But since then, we've seen the cash receipts almost half and the operating cash flow going from positive almost 4 million to negative 5.4. So that's probably another reason why the market did not take a liking to this past Appendix 4C. So some of the things they did mention in the report, they are looking at a break-even financial year 21 target. That's going to be interesting to see if they can get there. They do have $15.6 million in cash, and they did mention there is some difficult trading conditions in the US CBD market, so that's maybe what's leading them to see fairly significant reduction in cash receipts. But that would mean the difficult trading conditions have been around for a while. And this is just the share price. I'll just zoom that back out. So the share price fell by 26.7% on the release of this announcement. So I've been talking about how the market reacted to it. So I saw that number and I went, they must have had a bad announcement, and the market didn't take too kindly to this 4C. And this is their chart. So I think this is probably a year's chart. So really the share price is slowly going downwards. So you got mostly lower highs, and then we saw during COVID-19 panic sell, it got down as low as about $1.20, $1.25, and right now it's starting to head towards that region. Did get as high as $3, but no uptrend at all here. No reason to buy into this company yet. In fact, if I reverse this and we had that as that big down day, 26.72%, if I had that as a green day, the share price went up that amount, and we saw the next 3 days the share price hover around the low, I would actually say that's a good buy opportunity. So right now I'd say this is a good sell opportunity in short selling, but I don't recommend short selling. I'm not a short seller myself, but not looking too good for Ecofibre shareholders here. I'm fairly bearish right now. So that's all I've got on Ecofibre. Unfortunately for shareholders, not the best announcement or report they gave out, but hopefully things will look up in the future, and hopefully the share price starts going up sooner or later, and hopefully the American CBD market starts to improve. So if you have any comments, leave in the comment section. I don't mind if you leave me unkind comments, Ecofibre shareholders. Otherwise, have a good day. And again, I'm not a professional advisor, so if you do need to seek professional advice, look up in the yellow pages for professional advisors. Although I'm not even sure if we get yellow pages anymore, do we? Who knows? Anyway, see ya.